to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja. There's so many different types of rotis and chapatis and fulkas and parathas in Indian cuisine. So here's fulka or pulka in different regions it's called, and that's what we're going to show you how to make, and here's what you need.
1.5 cups of whole wheat chapati flour, 2/3 cup warm water, additional dry chapati flour for rolling and dusting. So for our pulka or roti recipe, very simple. All we have is flour and water, and we're going to form a nice soft dough.
Again, this is warm water. So we're going to just put in a couple of drops of oil, just so that it doesn't form a cake.
And rub it all around so it coats evenly.
And we're going to cover it and keep it aside for about 15 minutes and then get the rolling going.
So our dough has been resting for about 15 minutes, and we're going to give it a quick knead one more time.
So this is very similar to the rotli from Gujarat. In the north region in India, and I'm sure in other parts maybe so, we don't add oil to the atta and we don't add salt. So that's again optional. And in this particular case, it's just water and atta. That's it, nothing else. So it's going to be cooked the similar fashion, half cooked on the tawa and half cooked on the fire directly.
Right, and for these we're not going to roll it as thin either, so you can roll it the same consistency as you would a chapati.
Right.
So we took about a little bit larger than a golf ball size ball, and we've smoothed it out like this, and we can flatten it. And we have some dry chapati flour here. We're going to press our dough ball into this so that it makes our rolling a lot easier and it doesn't stick to our surface.
And here we have the tawa on medium heat because you want it nice and hot, then the pulka is ready to go on this. So it's known as pulka in certain regions, phulki in certain regions, and then fulka in certain regions. So either way, awesome.
Or rotis.
That's right.
So once these are rolled, we can shake off the excess flour off of here and put it on our hot tawa.
So again, we're going to just wait for it to cook underneath for like a minute till you see the bubbles and flip it around.
Now because these are cooked on the open flame and it's a lot of intense heat touching it all at once, you try not to get a lot of brown spots while you're cooking it on the tawa. That way it gives it more time on the open flame without actually burning it.
Right, and drying it up. Actually.
Exactly.
Alright, once you see the bubbles, flip it around. Alright, now I'm going to increase the heat, the flame to a very high, to the highest, and just take the chapati and flip it on the thing, and it's just going to blow up. Look at that. Fabulous.
Perfect.
Yeah, you just want a couple of brown spots. You don't want it totally brown, so I'm just looking to brown it a little bit. And perfect, there you go. Reduce the heat again, and then just take your ghee and just smear a little bit on top. And this is best had hot right off the stove. So awesome, there you go.
And you can keep it in an insulated container also. That's a great way to keep all of your pulkas nice and hot and very soft while you sit and enjoy your meal with your family. That way, you know, the person cooking like we do, we're not left alone at the end. You know, all our family can sit down and still enjoy them nice and hot.
Right. And be ready for the next one.
And now this tongs that we're using has a silicone edge on it, And this is really important to use something like this with a soft edge so that you don't puncture your pulkas when they're on the stove. Because you can have tongs like this. If you use this, it's going to poke a hole in it and it's not going to blow up.
Yes.
And something like this also works very well.
Yes. But if you use the silicone ones, make sure they're heat resistant.
Yes. Very important.
Yes. So our pulkas are ready, or pulkis, or fulkas. They're known, or rotis, known by a host of different names. So however you choose to call them or eat them, absolutely fine. Wonderful.
Still delicious.
Yes. So join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.